Welcome back to the We Are City channel for our Manchester City reboot. We have not started the season well at all. We sit in 7th place in the Premier League table after 7 games with 4 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. A goal difference of 0. We've conceded 13 and scored 13. But we're not the only team not to start well. Arsenal haven't, Manchester United haven't, Newcastle haven't particularly as well. Chelsea, where are Chelsea? They are a little bit further up, aren't they? But they're in 6th, but not doing well at all. Liverpool, the only team that are really achieving at the moment, top on 19 points, yet to lose a game alongside Brighton and Palace. But I expect this to change as we get to match day 10 and so on. Big test to start the episode. We go away to the Emirates to face Arsenal. Well, pretty much report here shows the Arsenal side who start with Martinelli, Saka and Kai Havertz as the front 3. Mikel Merino, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, the captain of the midfield 3. It's White, Gabriel, Saliba and Calafiori, the back 4 with David Raya in goal. Pedro Neto, a new sign on the bench with Grifo and Trossard and Gabriel Jesus as attacking options. Zinchenko and Timber, the defensive options with Ramsdale in goal. They're in decent form, 1-4 and drawn 1 of the last 5 in 8th place of Arsenal. Mikel Arteta's side, we know the way they play, a very physical opponents, play very good football. Declan Rice, key defensive player in that side. I mean, that back line and midfield is going to be very hard to beat today to even score a single goal. Well, we're going to go back to basics a little bit today with our starting 11. Ederson starts in goal. It's Kyle Walker in at right back. Stones, Akanji and Vardiol make up the back 4. Rodri and Guimaraes partner in the midfield 2 with Kevin De Bruyne in front. It's Foden on the right, Grealish on the left and Erling Haaland through the middle. We've got Alvarez, Doku, Silva, Kovacic, Ake, Diaz and Ortega on the bench of Manchester City. Like I said, going back to basics, 4-2-3-1. Using that wing play well and seeing how this works in terms of a formation. I'd like to switch between this for the big games and maybe a little bit more expansive against the smaller teams. Well, tactically, I wouldn't say Pep Guardiola's got things particularly wrong so far this season. No, we haven't anyway, but it just hasn't worked out when going to games. Caught out on the counter, not creating chances, not scoring our chances, a big one. But a big game here at the Emirates against Arsenal. Arteta versus Pep. This is a massive one to start the episode. Could be an Arsenal win. So Emirates Stadium, Manchester City versus Arsenal. This is a big one. Our first big task in the Premier League. Pep Guardiola against Arteta's team. A good pressing from Haaland to start this one. City have it back. Grealish pings on wide to Walker. What a ball. Walker to the edge of the box to Phil Foden. Walker. Rodri. Back to Walker. Good play from Manchester City. But can we capitalise on being in this position? Vardiol. Haaland. Jack Grealish. It's Jack Grealish the shot. Into the hands of Raya. Should he have passed that Grealish there? Ben White drives the City midfield too easy. Guimaraes across. Ben White with a good ball to the far post. Here, Martinelli with a header. Really good chance creation from Arsenal. Ederson deals with it. Well done, City. Deal with that one really well. Good build-up play. Stones. Oh, John Stones with a shocker there. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli with a strike and a good save by Ederson. That's a shocker from Stones, who apologises to his teammates. But he sold that, he telegraphed that pass and Martinelli read it. Vardiol well away. Foden won't get in the end of this one. Where'd they go again? Declan Rice against Vardiol. He gets the ball through to Saka. Kanji in the box, can't stop it. It's Martinelli, it's a good save by Ederson and Vardiol away and City get this one away. Phil Foden for City. Foden. De Bruyne makes an overlapping run here. De Bruyne can pull one back. He does do to Bruno Guimaraes. Haaland in there and Arsenal get it away. Just. Phil pulled back to Bruno, but he couldn't get the shot off. Saka gets the cross in. That's one easy one for Ederson to pick up and out towards Kevin De Bruyne. And City look to counter a bit more swiftly here. Phil Foden is hardly been involved today. Foden in little pockets of space. Foden past Mikel Merino. Foden still going here. Foden. Wide to Jack Grealish. Back into Bruno. Vardiol. Bruno again, back to Vardiol. The man in the box there. It's Erling Haaland for Manchester City. What a ball by Vardiol. 1-0 we lead here at the Emirates. And that's good play from City down that far left-hand side. Crossing from Vardiol. We found space. Guimaraes finds him. Nice ball in from Vardiol. Haaland outdoes Calafiori. It's a fantastic acrobatic volley from Erling Haaland to give City the lead at the Emirates. Big goal. Big goal. Wait, maybe this is where our season starts. I'm hoping so. Haaland gives the lead. City 1, Arsenal 0. Come on. At the back of him comes the defender, but De Bruyne still gets there. Foden still. Good play. Guimaraes. Bruno in behind to Grealish again. There's a man at the far post in Haaland again, but Grealish gets the pass all wrong. Should I have gone back onto the right foot and clipped it in? Maybe. Raya Long. Havertz against the Kanji. Down to De Bruyne. Back to Foden. City want another one here. Foden. Fantastic feet from Phil Foden. Then away from Mikel Merino. On to Guimaraes, who pings running behind to Kyle Walker here. And Kyle Walker gets it across the box. It's off Saliba. And back to the goalkeeper. But City pushing there in that half. Half time. Arsenal 0. Manchester City 1. Crosses Ben White. And now Saka on the counter for Arsenal. Saka wants to get a cross in. Vardy on the foot in. It's gone to the far post to Calafiori, who heads it wide there. And City deal with that one easily. And Gabriel Martinelli off. Pedro Neto is on for Arsenal. New signing from Wolves. He's a very realistic sign for Arsenal that they've made. You find Walker in space. Then to Foden again. Kyle Walker's ability in the final third lets us down. And he's left space for Pedro Neto. He's in a foot race with John Stones here. And Neto, and Stones gets a foot in, but it's not enough for Neto off the bench and scores. First goal of the game. We thought we might get our first clean sheet, but no. Mistake from Kyle Walker. And Neto goes through and scores. Stones tries to slide in and block it. Ederson beaten. I'm going to take Kyle Walker off now. I'm going to bring on Ruben Diaz. Past Ben White. Into Joshua Vardio. Ball to Haaland. De Bruyne. Doku. Into Haaland. Hey, Haaland's in again. What a goal from Manchester City 2-1. Excuse me. Doku off the bench. And Doku gets the assist. Second goal of the game here. Good play. De Bruyne wide to Doku. He lifts that in. From the right hand side. It's a great ball. Gabriel just skims the head of Gabriel. Haaland with a diving header ahead of Ben White. 2-1 Manchester City. Come on. Back in it again. Back in front. Interesting celebration really, Carlin. City 2, Arsenal 1. Come on, City. Rice wide to Saka. Against Vardiol. Saka. Vardiol can't block the cross. Ederson with an absolutely terrible clearance. And Pedro Neto at the far post puts it wide. Wow. Ederson here flails his arm at it. Puts it on a plate for Neto. But it does enough just to divert it when he heads it. And Neto heads a sitter wide. Stones, that is an absolute ping out to Grealish here. Arsenal in trouble again, Grealish. Grealish onto that right foot. Jack Grealish! Over the bar by Grealish. Good play by him on that left-hand side. Switch of play to the full-back, unfortunately. Didn't come off, but that's a good bit of play from Grealish. Away from Neto, pressing highly. De Bruyne. Rodri. Flicks it on to Haaland. What a bit of play from City. Unlocking the Arsenal defence. Haaland for the hat-trick here today. Erling Haaland for the hat-trick. 3-1 City at the Emirates. And that is deserved. Great play. The Arsenal press us from defence. De Bruyne sees the space and he sees Haaland and Rodri have got a 2-on-1 on the back line. We flick it over to Rodri, who nods it onto Haaland with an assist for Rodri there from midfield. And Erling Haaland, hat-trick at the Emirates. Is this a start to Manchester City's season? Celebrations of Pep Guardiola, changes to be made by Pep Guardiola. Rodri's very tired, so Mateo Kovacic comes on. Oh, dived in. Ben White, past Diaz. Saka with a chance. What a save, Ederson. I need to be better in those one-on-one defensive situations. David Raya's come forward here. Diaz down to Stones, well played. Back to Ederson. What is that? I thought we conceded there. Is it a handball against... It's a handball against Jesus. It should be 3-2. Ederson has not been good today. Alvarez. On the turn. Bad ball by Alvarez. Right idea. Difficult one. Grealish takes out Ben White on the way through. Thanks, Grealish, for that one. Full time at the Emirates. Manchester City away from home pick up a 3-1 win. Arteta done by Pep Guardiola. And is that the kickstart to our season that we needed? Brilliant performance, brilliant win. And we went back to basics, and maybe basics is needed right now. Haaland with a hat-trick. One of our CFG players in Zalan Vanska, Zalan, Hungarian, who can play on the left-hand side or attacking midfielder, is impressing while on loan at Palmeiras. Now, last season, he played at Lommel in the second division of Belgian football. 34 appearances, 13 goals and 5 assists, and he's currently impressing in Serie B as Palmero look to try and get promoted to Serie A this season. Vance Kazan is a versatile forward, excelling in dribbling and finishing there. He's two key assets, but he's very creative as well. With impressive agility and vision, he constantly breaks through defences. His tactical intelligence and work rate make him a vital asset in any attacking lineup. He's one that City picked up at around 16, 17 years of age, playing MTK Budapest in Hungary in the Hungarian league. He was playing as striker at the time or off the left. He's learned to play more creative roles in attacking midfield as well now, and he's certainly one to keep an eye on. And our scouts have said, our loan and CFG scouts are keeping an eye on him and saying he's impressing at Palmero. Let's continue to, monitor his development, and maybe at some point he will come to Manchester City, have a bit of an option, a bit of chance with the first team before returning then maybe on loan to somewhere else. But he is a sort of player that the club are looking to bring in perhaps in the future because he's very highly rated within the CFG mod. Well, that win against Arsenal pushes up into third position in the Premier League table, still chasing down Liverpool at the top. Brighton, our next challenge, they sit in fifth position in the Premier League table, 1 point behind us. Well, this is a very exciting Brighton side that are a little bit inconsistent, but they've got a strong side. Verbruggen starts in goal. It's a back five of Lamptey, Igor, Captain Dunk, Van Hecke and Valentin Barco. James Milner partners new signing Javi Guerra in the midfield too, with Minte, Joao Pedro and Pedro Goncalves, the front three. Calabria, Stupinian, Steele, Ferguson, March, Vifer and also Undav on the bench. That is a very good Brighton side. They are looking like they are going to be a big task for us today and a big one to try and beat. This aside for Brighton today, Edison starts single is Stones, Diaz, Ake and Vardiol, the back four. Rodri and Bernardo Silva partner in the midfield too, with captain Kevin De Bruyne in front. Haaland up top with Doku on the right and Jack Grealish on the left. On the bench we've got Alvarez, Savio, Foden, Guimaraes, Ortega, Akanji and Walker, Kovacic, Lewis, Nunes and Bob all missing in today's squad. Well, there we are arriving. Erling Haaland, a hat-trick in his previous game at the Emirates. The record in the competition is 36. Haaland is looking to break that record he set. So Manchester City versus Brighton here at the Etihad Stadium. Of course, we did get a win in the previous one. City standing off him. Trying to stop the opportunity of a shot here that does come off. Edison hit hard and low. Edison makes the save. You want to wrap those passes into the players in a bit of space in the midfield, but at the moment we can't do. Bernardo Silva looks for Haaland here. He's pulled by Igor, cleared away. Bernardo back out to Grealish. Back onto Vardiol. Oh, he's been dispossessed by Minte here. Ake sees he can win that one, but he can't do. And Minte's away. It's a counter for Brighton. And City in trouble. And Minte right across. Edison makes the save at the near post behind for a corner. Diaz did the right thing there. Made sure he couldn't put it back and said basically shoot the near post, which he did do. And City dispossessed in a little area there. And here comes Pote. And he holds off Stones there initially. Diaz back with him. It's into Joao Gomez. Or Joao Pedro it is. Joao Pedro at the near post. Edison makes another save. Well, they're creating chances from us making mistakes. Struggling to find a way through this Brighton team. Rodri. Stones. Doku's made the run once again, but he's offside, Doku. Doku against Barco. Beats him for pace. Doku, brilliant. Doku. Bernardo Silva blocked away. Good chance. Couldn't hit it in the back of the net. City pressing. Stones done their half-time. 0-0. They've had more chances than us. De Bruyne. Doku gets going here. Good play by De Bruyne. Jeremy Doku. Up against Van Hecke, is it? He's past him. Doku, and he runs right into Verbruggen. I asked him to cross. I asked him to pass. He decided against it. Barco, ball in. On the chest here. Chance for Brighton. And a good save by Edison. Well, they've had more chances than us. They've been very good, Brighton. You can see why they're so high up the league table. Pote is off. Or he's picked up an injury anyway. Headed by Vardiol away. Bernardo Silva who picks it up and leading the counter. Bernardo Silva, he's not the quickest, but he's off here, Bernardo. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne, it's Stones. Haaland here, and again. Brighton cut it out. And Diaz done. And they come the other way again, and here's Pote. And Nathan Ake running in quicksand a little bit. Ake can't stop him. Good save from Edison. Javi Guerra. Does he stay with him again? I think Doku to the left. And oh, great skill from Pote here. Pote with a great chance. What a goal. City concede again. Our search for a clean sheet continues. And we're going to take Jack Grealish off here. Savio's coming on. But our search for a clean sheet continues. So poor. What a goal by Pote. He goes to celebrate with his new manager. Past John Stones, with wonderful skill. Edison comes out to smother it. And he beats Edison at near post. He's had a good game, Edison. Grealish off. Savio on. City 1-0 down at home to Brighton. Well, maybe the Arsenal game wasn't a turning of a corner. Doku. One thing we are consistent in is conceding goals. Vardiol, and here's Jeremy Doku with space. He's past Igor. It's Doku. It's Doku, and he's taken it too far, and Van Hecker makes the save. And it's a scramble in the box and away. Long ball forward. Rodri down to Erling Haaland. It's Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne for City. De Bruyne. Into Jeremy Doku here. Doku. Finds Haaland. Erling Haaland with that right foot. Off for Bruggen and in. He finds a way. There's Erling Haaland. 1-1 Manchester City level. Haaland finds a way just. Doku pulls it back. Haaland hits it. It catches the keeper. Underneath him, off the post at him. Talk about fortunate. 1-1. Big goal for Manchester City. I'm going to make another change here. And it's going to be Kevin De Bruyne for Julian Alvarez. De Bruyne probably won't be happy coming off when City need a goal. I think Alvarez has got that chance in front of goal. He might score ahead of De Bruyne. 2 up top now for City as Pep Guardiola's side push. And brilliant from Alvarez here as he comes onto the field. No passes, no runners. Foden. Savio, great feet. Foden. Option the box here. Doku with a free header. Doku past the post. That was the chance to win this one. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva makes a great run. Bernardo. Crossing again. Savio for the header. Brighton get it away. Oh, and they do get it away. Minutes left here. Rodri in. What a challenge by Rodri, but it's behind for a throw into Manchester City. Brilliant from Rodri. Stones to Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. Foden. In behind to Savio. Headed away by Brighton. Foden in there. Headed down by Brighton. Counters on. Good touches by Joao Pedro. I think this will be the last chance. I think City have blown it. Joao Pedro. Good feet. Chance and a good save from Edison right at the end of this one. Foden in for a challenge. Brighton still. Joao Pedro. Good feet. Rodri in the box wins it back. To Savio. And the full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 1, Brighton 1. City again can't find the winner. City again concede. And Jeremy Doku threw that chance. There's so much for Pep Guardiola to think about. Because this City side are just stuttering here. And we just can't seem to get our Premier League season going. Well, just before we end the episode, some interesting transfer news on Sky Sports to do with Neymar Jr. currently playing in the Saudi League for Al Hilal. He is looking at the end of his 2-year contract in Saudi to move clubs. Interest from the MLS with Inter Miami and more notably CFG side New York City FC are also interested in Neymar. There also is rumours that he could return back to Brazil with Santos, play for his former side once again. He's around 31 years of age, isn't he? But I think one of the most underrated players of all time. Technically, probably one of the best players of all time. And I think maybe one of the top 5 players of all time, especially in the 21st century. An absolutely ridiculous footballer. Interest from Inter Miami to try and link him back up with Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba, Luis Suarez, which would be a very interesting move for him, wouldn't it? To move to the MLS and play with those players, or to become the main man and the face of New York City FC. And maybe if he moves to New York City FC, we could look at doing maybe a bit of a Frank Lampard deal and getting him on loan at Manchester City. You never know, do you? But that is something that is interesting me. I saw it in the news and I thought we must mention it in here, that he could be moving to the MLS. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video if you're not already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we'll see you guys next time.